Hello and good afternoon, YouTube. You are tuned in to Katie Talk 101, and I'm coming with some breaking news that broke maybe a few days ago, but I just got it across my desk to my attention today. So it's a story about he's a very famous TikToker. Shout out to the two people in the building. Shout out to you. All right, so this story is about a famous TikToker, and excuse me if I may pronounce his name. Let's see, his name is Ali Alabubla. Abalulu. So Ali, the famous TikToker who has close to 1 million subscribers. Let me pull this up here. All right, so the TikToker that goes by the name of Ali, aka his name is Jin. Hold on, what is his name? Jin. Yeah, his name is Jin. So he ended up taking the life of his estranged wife. And let me tell you what he ended up doing. So he actually planted a listening bug into the laptop of his 5-year-old daughter. So that's how he ended up hearing that his estranged wife had a friend over. So he ended up going over there and he ended up taking her life. So the TikTok star, he actually pled not guilty to taking the life of his wife. And he let's see, it said her friend, they were in downtown San Diego. So this happened in a high rise in San Diego, California. And this ended up taking place. I think everything had ended up taking place on Thursday. So yeah, this story been out for a few days now. Let me get off into the article just a little bit before I get off into the video. Okay, so it says that the woman was killed last Thursday afternoon in a downtown high-rise, double slaying, saying that the married suspect shooter, he's actually a comedian on YouTube and he has close to 1 million followers on TikTok. He's a very good impersonator. He does very good impersonations. There was a video I wanted to show you guys if I could find it at the end. Hey, welcome to the chat, Miss Kita B. Welcome, welcome, and hello to all in the chat. So he was 29 years old. He was booked in the San Diego Central Jail on last week on 2 counts of murder. So he actually took the life of his estranged wife and he took the life of her male friend. And then it says that hours after the shooting on the 30th, this happened on the 35th floor, and it was in a San Diego luxury high-rise complex apartment. And it was around the Allen Avenue, and this is in the East Village. So that's where everything took place. And okay, it says records Point Tower, suspect in East Village High in the high-rise killing. And that's one. So I'm gonna go to this first one, and then I'll go to the second one. All right, so this video is fair use, and it is fair use. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. And you guys please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and all that good stuff. It looks like we have a new person in the chat, and that is Yayo. Welcome to the chat, Yayo. Welcome back to the chat, Kita B. Welcome. All right, so I do have a news clipping, and we're gonna get to that. And Kita said, "Damn, this is crazy. It was big news here." Yes, that is big news, and they're talking about it all over TikTok. I ended up hearing about this story around two something a day. I heard about it. So this is fair use. This is a clip from the news station here. So let me push play.
Night about that double murder inside an East Village high-rise last week. Prosecutors say the suspect killed his wife and her friend because he thought she was cheating on him. NBC7's Artie Ojeda was inside court today when the suspect was arraigned.
The prosecutor says the suspect is a social media influencer who was spying on his wife using an app he installed on his 5-year-old daughter's iPad. 29-year-old Ali Nassar Abulaban stood and showed no emotion as a public defender entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. He's accused of shooting and killing his wife and her friend last Thursday at the Spire San Diego high-rise apartment in East Village. In court, the prosecutor described in graphic detail the fatal injuries.
And then he fired at his wife, leaving one gunshot wound in her forehead, again from close range.
About 30 friends and family members in court gasped and cried out loud. The prosecutor says 28-year-old Anna Maria Abulaban was trying to end the couple's marriage, and she kicked him out on October 18th. But last Thursday, he came back, vandalized the home, and installed an app on his daughter's iPad to monitor his wife.
He was at his hotel, and he heard voices giggling from his phone. And so then he immediately left his hotel to go to the apartment.
The second victim has been identified as 29-year-old Rayburn Barron. Meanwhile, the suspect is known on social media as Jin Kid with more than 1 million followers. He describes himself as a comedian, gamer, and voice impressionist. Jin Kid's Facebook page shows a post last Thursday, just hours before the shooting. When Abulaban was detained by police, the couple's 5-year-old daughter was in the car, but the prosecutor says the child was at school and did not witness the shooting. She's now staying with family. RDO NBC7.
The suspect is facing 25 years to life for each count of first-degree murder. And if he is convicted, the district attorney could also consider special circumstance allegations.
All right, so that is that. Let me see if I can find another.
NBC7 and Goodwill San Diego invite you to share your favorite Halloween costumes.
All right, let me see if I can find another article and see what else the rest of this saying. Okay, so yeah, I think I read that. The woman was killed on last Thursday afternoon downtown at the high rise. The slaying ended up happening there. And it says he was the suspect shooter. They did say that his daughter was in the car with him moments after the shooting happened. Now, the daughter did not witness the shooting, they say, but after he took the life of his estranged wife and her friend, he ended up leaving there to just casually pick his daughter up from school after he took the life of her mother. So that was really crazy. Let's see. Keita says those dang apartments start at $2,500 a month. Oh my God. So are those like condos that you can buy, or people pay $2,500 a month in rent? That is insane. Yeah, because you live out in California, right, Keita? Man, them apartments cost that much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Yayo, welcome to the channel. I hope you make yourself at home. I hope you hit that like. And, most definitely, I hope you hit that subscribe button and stay here with Talk Nation family. And this is the place where we're breaking all sorts of world news. And we also break, internet viral stories. And we talk a little bit about what go on in the YouTube streets. Right now, I'm trying to plan this interview with the person concerning the video that I just did. So hopefully, please pray that I can get this interview and everything. And Keita B, she said that's for a 1-bedroom, $2,500. Oh my God, I see why people be so struggling like that in California. They bust heads. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the chat, whoever just entered. So I'm gonna go over this one. I don't know if this is the same video, but let me play this one.
Welcome to Palomar Health Medical Group, where we hear your whole story, from your very first moments through every adventure your life brings. We're with you from...
Okay, it's going to play after this ad is over with, and here it goes.
29-year-old man has been booked into county jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Right now, San Diego police are not saying if he is the suspect in a downtown high-rise double homicide. NBC7's Artie Ojeda has been looking into public which show there could be a connection.
While residents here at the Spire San Diego apartment building are still shaken by yesterday's double homicide, no one that we talked with today actually knew the people involved in the 35th floor shooting. However, public records information is offering some clues on an arrest made by San Diego police. Just before midnight, the county's Who's
Oh, what happened?
jail website, 29-year-old Ali Nassar Abulaban was booked on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Today, homicide investigators said they would not be making any comments today on their investigation. But NBC7 conducted a public records
Hey, and welcome to the chat, Coco.
property search, which shows a man by that name, in fact, lives on the 35th floor of this high-rise apartment building. Yesterday, San Diego police say the reported the shooting was detained on Interstate 805 at the 15. Police say a weapon was found in the car. That man was driving a vehicle with Virginia license plates, and public records show Abulaban previously lived in Virginia. Today, homicide investigators did not release or confirm any new information. The 2 victims still have not been publicly identified, but we know a 28-year-old woman who lived there is one of the victims. Police are only saying she's a roommate of Filipino descent. But again, according to property records, she has the same last name as the man in custody. The other victim is a man who still has not been identified. Also, what makes this story even worse, the 5-year-old daughter of the man detained was in the car at the time. She's been taken into protective custody. Artie Ojeda, NBC7.
Police are still looking for witnesses or anyone with information that can help them. Ali Nassar Abulaban is scheduled to make his first court appearance on Monday.
Okay, so this was a video that they made before the court appearance, because the court appearance was, I think, yesterday. Because today is Tuesday, so the court appearance was yesterday. And if you guys seen that first video, what's good with your Coco? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So if you guys seen that first video, you seen that when they ended up describing what happened, he was just sitting there. He was just sitting there looking like a broke dick dog. Shout out to Mob Radio. I got that from her. But he was just sitting there looking stupid. He was sitting there looking very stupid. And he had no expression on his face whatsoever. I think that's the scariest part. And like I just said, and you guys heard it in this second article, this second video, where they said after he took the life of his wife, Ali went and casually picked his daughter up from school like he does every day, right after he took the life of her mother. His wife. That was insane to me. I just see so many situations like this happen. It happens far, far too often. I don't know if it was a situation where, but I'm pretty sure it was if he took her life. Because before someone gets to the point where they take your life, they first usually start out abusive. So it sounds like this could have been a situation where she was in an abusive situation and she decided to leave. But before I get off of this story, because you guys know I like to come with the story, but I like to throw my opinion in because, you know, opinions are like, you know, what they say. But this is what I think. Whenever it comes to you being estranged or separated from your mate, you should probably hold off on having company at your place. And I know, God rest her soul, she's gone now. And prayers and healing go out to her family. But this is just like one of those life learned lessons where, like, if you are estranged or going through separation with your mate, please don't have opposite sex company at your place. Don't have company at your place if this divorce is. And most definitely, if you're going through a strange situation with your marriage, don't have company at the house if you don't have a protective order. And usually if you do have a protective order, you probably still shouldn't have company because some people don't care about a protective order. But at least that protective order can at least cover you kind of, sort of, somehow, some way. It can, if the police was supposed to come and you do something where you can protect yourself legally, protect yourself, it will help. but don't have company over there. You know that you got crazy husband, and you sit up. I mean, she sit up, and not only did was her life in danger, but she also put another person's life in danger, and it's a very unfortunate situation. And my heart goes out to her family, and most definitely my heart goes out to the daughter, because she's gonna be this young lady's gonna be without a mother, and now she's gonna be without a father, because he's probably about to face life or the death penalty. Keita, I don't know if you're still out there in the chat, but do they have the death penalty in California? I'm really not for sure, but I don't know whether they got the death penalty in California or not. But yeah, so this little girl, their 5-year-old daughter, she is without a mother because she's dead, and now she's without a father because he'll be facing life in prison for taking her mother's life. My heart really go out to the daughter. I think, out of everybody in the situation, that's probably who I feel sorry for the most, because she got to live with this. And just God's will. Either her family or his family step up and take good care of the young girl. I'm really hoping that. Because I mean, from what I've heard he has made a lot of money off TikTok. Like I said, he has close to 1 million subs. I think when I looked, it was 900 and some thousand. It probably went up to 1 million now that he got to get locked up. Okay, so Keita say they do have the death penalty. He probably get 30 years though. The way he did it is what did it say? It's permanent. It's permanent. It's sad. It's really sad. And then it just happens because he was in so much rage. And that's what caused him to do that. And he was in so much rage, he didn't even think. Which brings me into my next story. I'm going to make sure I put some timestamps. I'm going to do that for real. I know I usually always say I'm going to put timestamps, but I'm going to do it for real. Okay, so the story ended about Ali, the famous TikToker, at 17 minutes and 19 seconds. So I'm most definitely going to click that. Let me put that in here. 17 minutes and 19 seconds. Okay, there we go. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm going to jump off into this other story, and it's almost similar, because this story ended with another woman losing her life by the hands of her lover, her boyfriend. So we got another story coming. Okay, Keita said he put an app on his daughter's Apple Pad and listened to them. Yup, he sure did. And I was just thinking, did he not think? I mean, do you think, like, dude, do you think this could have been that could have been her cousin? I mean, people have cousins, people have friends. Oh, what's up with your Big T? Big T up next in the building. Hey, you guys, this is Big T Up Next. You guys make sure you follow him at Big T Up Next Official on Instagram. Make sure you follow him on Twitter and all that good stuff. Welcome to the chat. Man, you're going to have to get together and do a little podcast together, most definitely. Going to have to do a live together and chop it up about some news out here in these streets, because this news going on every single day. But, oh my goodness. So let me put TikToker. Yeah, so this story right here, this is a Black girl, and let me see where she's from. Just a second. Let me see where she's from. Okay, so let me make sure I spelled it right. Okay, there you go. All right, so that 17-minute mark, that was the end of the first story about the TikToker Ali, who took the life of his wife and her quote unquote boyfriend. So that's the time mark I dropped in there. So we're gonna jump off into this other story and make sure I share the screen so you guys can see everything. I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. I know I am. I was actually off work today, so I took care of a little business, relax, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys were in the live earlier today. I think it was about 2 hours and 20 some minutes. So I started my day off pretty productive. All right, so this says that amazing North Carolina woman who was scared about breaking up is killed by her ex. Suicide. So we got another murder suicide. Keita. Who else was in that live that day? Coco, Keita, and Deborah. I know Deborah was in the live that day. We just did a story about a murder suicide. Now, this is happening far, far too much. All of these murder suicides, I'm hearing about the girlfriends and the wives, and that's just like, it goes back to when Money Boy Trey and Joy Chit Chat, shout out to them. I think they live over there on their channel now. But I remember we were discussing that Love and Hip Hop star who ended up just like leaving his wife, and he went to the mountains just to clear his head and all of that. I was telling them, you better leave. Yes, Keita said it's happening a lot. It's happening way too much. Far, far too much. And I was just thinking, I'd rather for that man to leave than to end up taking the life of his wife and the kids and everything, because he's so stressed out. Man, if you get to the point where you feeling like you want to take me out and then you want to take yourself out too, man, just leave. Just leave. So this person in this story could not leave because they ended up taking the life of their girlfriend, and then they took their own life. It got my tongue twisted just thinking about it. Okay, so this ended up happening in South Carolina. Okay, I hope this is not one of them pages to try to make you do stuff like you got to sign up or you can't watch. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see. And here we go. Oh, she was a pretty young lady. She was pretty. And Keita said, and leave the kids with their parents. Thank you. Because like I was just saying with the story about the TikToker, she's without a father in prison, and the father took the mother away. So I'm really hoping she could get some real good relatives in her life so her life can, come together. Because it's tragic for a 5-year-old to have to go through that. It's really tragic. Okay, so it says Amazing, North Carolina. I guess that's the name of the city. It's called Amazing. Well, it looked like this story isn't amazing. So, Amazing, North Carolina, who was scared about breaking up, she's killed by her ex in a murder-suicide. Okay, she was everything, said the victim. And I think her name is Ex Mega. Oh, that's a very unique name. I never heard that. Witterfields. Okay, so that's her sister, Ex Mega. So this is her right here. She's a beautiful young lady. She's beautiful. And yeah, she pretty. She pretty. She probably had a little filter on, but you could tell she's a rather nice looking person. Okay, so the relatives of the North Carolina woman was killed last week by allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend in a tragic murder suicide that claimed that she was trying to leave the relationship. So she was trying to leave, and it looked like, I don't know, maybe leave on time. Maybe she didn't leave fast enough. Yeah, she was very pretty. She was very pretty. Okay. So she was trying to leave, and this what her sister had told the paper. And I think the article was from WRAL. And then she ended up saying that she was shot to death on Thursday morning by a man that she believed she was trying to break up with. So this guy was 20 years old. This guy was only 20 years old. Are you serious? I think that's as big as I can make it. This is insane. This is insane. This boy is 20 years old and killed his girlfriend. And then, oh my God. And then he took his own life. At the age of 20, you felt like there was nothing else left. You felt like it was more poo nanny out here except for Hubs. Oh my God. Okay, let me finish reading this here. Okay, his name was Michael Culpepper. Culpepper, Fayetteville police ended up releasing a statement on Thursday that the murder-suicide. Let me get this out of the way. Too many ads popping up. Okay, so yeah, Fayetteville in the neighborhood on Thursday morning, just before 7:30. So this happened last week. It looks like. Yeah, this happened last week at 7:30 a.m. The investigators, they ended up revealing that the male subject had shot the female subject and then in a nearby resident called 911 to report the incident. And it says that they read the statement responding to the officers located by an adult male on his knees outside of the residence in a roadway holding a handgun. It continues. As the first officers arrive, they made him turn the handgun. Let's see, he turned the handgun on himself and then he shot himself. And Culpepper was taken to the nearby hospital where he eventually died. Wow. She was amazing. Okay, this was some of my family members saying, you know what they say, she was amazing. She was my baby. She was so smart. She was everything. That the couple argument, let's see, the arguments the night before, they had a bad argument the night before the murder-suicide. Dang. How old was she? I think she was 25. But let me read through here. Let me see. Okay, so it does have some information about if you know anyone that suffers from domestic violence, or you may be, hopefully you guys are not. My chat room, they seem like they don't go. You guys seem like y'all will be the one doing the beating. No, I'm just playing. My chat don't. We ain't finna be no victim. I'm just playing. Let me stop. Okay, let me go ahead and get his number and stop being silly. This is serious. Okay. The National Domestic Violence Hotline number is 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. So if you got anyone going through domestic violence, or if you may have or are experiencing it yourself, you may want to call that number for help. So I was just looking like, yeah, these two together. Let me see if say how old she was. I don't know. Okay. Carolina woman. I remember the family. I think she was 20. She was 25. So she was 25 and her boyfriend Michael was 20. So she was 5 years his senior. Dang, that's crazy. Hey, Keita said, not sweat me. I'm a runner. Oh, you said you a run. I know that's right. You gonna be like, pew, running for it like Juvenile was back in the early 2000s. I know that's right. Girl, you is silly. Okay, let me see what else I got in here. I don't really think I got anywhere else. I mean, I just wanted to come with those two stories because they were both so similar. Okay, I did that one this morning. I did that one this morning. I did that one. So yeah, you guys want to see more stories? If you didn't catch my live earlier, you guys come and watch this playback. Make sure you go and check out my live from earlier because I dropped a whole lot of news articles earlier. Most definitely, just giving you a rundown of what I talked about earlier, just in case you want to go and check out that live. I know it's a couple hours long, but I did a story about the 9-year-old boy remains who were in the apartment for a whole year. He was in there with his other 3 siblings. They were ages 15, 10, and 7. So yeah, the 9-year-old remains were in there. His corpse was in there, and the police ended up getting a phone call from the big brother, the 15-year-old, and that came from out of Houston. And then we had a story about the bus driver. So yeah, there was a bus driver who ended up getting jumped by 3 parents. So you guys go and check that out on the 2-hour live. And it was another story. Okay. Okay, and then this story. Hold on, I do have another story, y'all. Because I was just sitting here like, I didn't do this one. This was the one that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so this story right here, let me make sure I'm sharing it. I'm gonna take down this screen right here. So I'm gonna stop sharing here. And let me get off into this other story. So this story was very heart-touching, a very heart-touching story. And it's about a girl who she was just talking about how she was homeless and stuff. And she was like, this will be my last night of being homeless. Let me share. So it ended up going viral over on Twitter. It ended up going viral on Twitter. Okay. Okay, and this actually happened from out of my hometown. So that's a nice story to be able to share. Like every story I share about my hometown, it'd be about some man. I'd be like, ugh, I'm ashamed. No, I'm just playing. I don't care how bad it is. You know, never be ashamed of where you from. I don't care where you from. Don't ever be ashamed of it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Let me make it a little bigger. That way you guys can see it a little bit better. A little bit bigger. Cool. All right. Okay, so her name is Champagne Naki, and she said, "Can't believe I'll be sleeping in my own apartment tonight. My homeless journey is almost over. I don't have a blanket or anything, but I don't care because we in there regardless." So she ended up tweeting this at 6:26 a.m. and it was on October the 19th. So yeah, that was just sometime last week. So it ended up getting retweeted 7,751 times. It ended up getting some quotes. So I guess that's the comments or whatever. It ended up getting like 1,057 comments. And as far as likes, it had 1,445,000. So yeah, they pretty much did go viral. Let me read this before I play the video. It says that a Little Rock mom and a hairstylist who spent months homeless is now getting in a new start after her post went viral when she was sharing her experience. So she was just giving her testimony, you know. She didn't get off into a lot of details, but she was just like, you know, just feeling grateful and thankful that she's not homeless anymore. So a Little Rock mom and a hairstylist, she spent months homeless, and now she's getting a new start after landing back on her feet. Oh, ain't God good. Let's see. In a candid post that goes viral on Twitter, she's grateful to have a roof over her head. And her name is Nikita. Nikita West had traveled with her 3 children across the country before she was settling back in the natural state right over here in Arkansas. Oh yeah, so she got 3. So she did travel. I guess she stayed a few other states and stuff. And then they went on to say that sometimes I ask myself, because there's people that are homeless for longer in worse situations with more kids. This is what West said. And she ended up saying West needed a place to stay after going out. I guess she grew out of her lease when she was living out there in Pine Bluff, and this happened 3 months ago. And then she found a new home with a independent landlord. I don't know exactly what an independent landlord is. If anybody out there know what an independent landlord is, yeah, Black Twitter, yes, Black Twitter, yes. I'm telling you, when we get together in numbers, honey, we make things happen. Shout out to Black Twitter for making this young lady go viral. Shout out to Black Twitter, most definitely. Oh yeah, this it's more to it. Let me get here. Okay, so it said that she had like an independent landlord, and the house did not have running water. Oh, those independent landlords, I think Arkansas is one of the few states where they have those, and it's where those landlords don't have to follow certain rules when it comes to whether the house is up to code by law. The independent landlords don't have to deal with none of that. Like they can put you in a dump and there's nothing that can be done about it. Because if code enforcement come out there and they find out that you have an independent landlord, there's nothing can be done about it. So yeah, Arkansas, I can tell you this, Arkansas is a state, and I say this is one of the things I don't like about my state, but Arkansas is a state where tenants, people who rent, tenants have a terrible time living here because they have terrible landlord-tenant laws. I mean, it's horrible. Whenever they put you out, you have to be out. Like, they don't give you 30 days. They give you, like, I think anywhere from 3 to 10 days. You got to be gone in 3 to 10 days. So the laws about the renting stuff, it's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. Okay, it said that the house didn't have running water. The house did not have the essential heating or air. Dang, it didn't have central heating or air. So this house had no HVAC at all. No, ma'am. I bet you it was stuffy in there. No, ma'am. Okay. A central heating or air cooling system. It didn't even have window units. Dang, so they didn't have nowhere where you could plug the window unit in? Oh, so this is what she ended up saying, that it didn't even have window units. Dang. Oh, that's so sad when you got to live. And it's just sometimes where you just got to do what you got to do. Because I know I've been in situations like that a bunch of years ago. This was like back in 08, 09. I was living in a housing project over in North Little Rock. And yeah, I stayed there for a while. And it was just like, I just had to do what I had to do at that time. It was me and my couple of kids, and I had to do what I had to do. But this ain't about me. Let me finish reading this. It says that they didn't have the window units. And then it say that the landlord told us that let's see, we were living in the home for rent free, and they ended up calling a plumber for the water problem that she had on her behalf. West called code enforcement. Look, I was just talking about code enforcement too. So she called code enforcement, who told her that she and her children need to move out. So that's what code enforcement told her. Code enforcement said, you need to get up here. This is a dump. I'm glad he called her that. Okay, so up here, there's actually an article. I'm going to go ahead and play that.
If you want your workforce to remain your workforce, invest in their health and well-being. We can show you how. Welcome to the employee economy.
New at 6, a Little Rock mom who spent months unsheltered, homeless, is now getting a new start after her post went viral on Twitter.
THV11's Jay Jackson shows us why it was so important for her to return home and the amazing help she received to make it all happen.
A single tweet showing the power of overcoming adversity.
I'm very grateful. I'm overwhelmed.
For Nikita West, her life is in a much better place now. But that wasn't the case a few months ago.
Sometimes I ask myself, why me? Because it's people that was homeless for longer in worse situations with more kids.
It all started in Pine Bluff. The professional hair braider needed a new place to stay after getting out of a lease. She found a new home with an independent landlord.
The house did not have running water. The house did not have a central heating or air or cooling system. It didn't even have window units.
That landlord says that West was living there rent-free and called a plumber for a water problem. But when West called code enforcement, she was told she and her 3 youngest children needed to move out.
I ended up doing a yard sale. I went live on Facebook. I was doing a yard sale. I didn't really explain to everybody what was going on, but I had to go.
When this woman showed up to lend her a helping hand.
Well, she had went live, and I look at her more than just a, my braider. She became friend and family to me, so I pulled up on her.
One of Wes's hair clients.
When I got to Pine Bluff, I hugged her and I said, "You're gonna bounce back." She was like, "I know," but she was like, it was just like, I don't know, everything is just, it's just so frustrating.
It was a 3-month-long struggle, traveling across the country, sleeping on different couches, from Arkansas to DC, from DC to LA. Wes then went through a homeless program, catching the bus with her kids after losing her car.
I really lost everything.
Franklin encouraged her to ask for help. She got a few donations and worked a small job, eventually saving up and moving back home to Little Rock.
When she was gone away, I'm having to find somebody else to do my hair.
Her story coming full circle with this message that's now gone viral. More than 100,000 people celebrating this end of her.
Hey, it sounded like she was going to say, the girl that did my hair messed me up. The girl that did my hair messed me up. I'm so glad she came back. I loved my hairstylist. Never give up. Yes, you never give up. I don't care how hard it is. Y'all remember what Martin Luther King used to say, whether you're crawling, walking, running, or jogging, just keep moving. Yep. He sure said that. But girl, I'm so glad she got on her feet. Let me see. It got a few seconds left. I'm going to let that finish.
Journey.
Before I got on the plane, I sent out a tweet because I was just thinking, I'm going to Arkansas. I'm going to be in Little Rock. I'm going to have an apartment. And we might just have to sleep with our sweaters on tonight. But I'm not sleeping in my van. And I'm not sleeping on nobody's living room floor.
Jay Jackson, THV 11 News.
Wow.
Lots there. I mean, trying to make a living out of your home, not being able to.
Man, that's why, I promise you, and I'm going to have a complete honest moment right now. The only relationship that I've been in that I wish I would have really worked on was my first son father, because I feel like if I would have stayed with him and we would have continued to have that bond and that union that we had, I really do think things would have went just a little bit different. Having, just that helpmate there, it makes such a big difference. It makes such a big difference. Even though I've always been, single, raising my 2 children, I have always made sure that they've had a decent, normal life, as if it was a mother and father there. But there's just that, I guess, that good male energy in there. It's so hard out here for single parents. And this is basically an example of that. So please take it like this. When you'll get on YouTube sometime and you may see certain YouTubers discussing certain subjects, speaking on single parents and stuff like that. This is a perfect example of what they're talking about. They may not say it in the best way. They may not deliver the message how you feel like it should be delivered, but most definitely it does need to be delivered. I'm glad you made it on your feet, Miss West. And everything gonna be all right. You keep your head up. You keep your head up. So yeah, so that was that. I don't think I got any more. I don't think I got any more articles here. But let me see. Let me see. See what's going on out here in the streets. Okay. All right, let's go over here to Facebook and see what's going on Facebook, because I know sometimes Facebook get a little bit of breaking news as well. All right, so what's popping with Facebook? Okay. All right, so we got a little something going on. It looks like let's update this. Make sure you can see here. Okay, there you go. All right. So the purpose becomes convicted. Conviction. What the heck? Y'all play too much. Okay, so it looks like we have a little bit of breaking news here. Okay, so you guys remember the situation that happened with George Floyd in Minneapolis. So it looked like there was a proposal for real problems. The ex-Minneapolis police officer has murder conviction reversed and sentence reduced. What the heck? Hold on, let me finish reading this. I'm gonna have to show time mark this. 46 seconds. Okay. Let me put this in right quick, guys. They have overturned this man's sentence. No, ma'am. I'm gonna have to do this in a separate video. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Let me see when at this break. Oh, this broke 21 hours ago. I'm still gonna do a separate video on this though. So yeah. Oh, thank you guys for coming in. Please make sure you hit that like button. Yes, girl, it was overturned. I gotta get up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get up a couple of different articles and I'm gonna break this thing on down and see what's on. Cause how he get his stuff overturned? Girl, no ma'am. I probably won't even do a separate one. I'm gonna just screen record this. Girl, this is crazy. This is wow. Okay, let me mark this right here. 47. That was 46. Okay, so yeah, at the 46 minute and 42-second mark. Okay. So yeah, they ended up overturning it. So yeah, let me get off into it. That way I won't have to stop in and then you guys got to come back and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get off into it and see what they're talking about, even though it done got me mad. What the heck? What in the what? Girl. Okay, so I know you guys remember the George situation. He was out there. He gave the fake 20. Allegedly, the police was called. It was really complicated getting him in the back seat of the police car, and he ended up losing his life that day by the hands of Derek Chauvin. So it looks like the ex-Minneapolis police, who was convicted of murder, he had his conviction reversed and the sentence reduced. And then the new president draws concern as Derek Chauvin seeks to appeal his conviction. So yeah, he seeks to appeal his conviction, but Yeah, it looks like the conviction was reversed. I don't know what he's talking about seeking to he's seeking to appeal. If they reverse and reduce your time, why are you gonna file an appeal on that? Because it looked like you're about to get less time. So the Minneapolis cop, he was convicted of murder, and he may regain his freedom sooner than expected. Mm-mm-mm. So it says that the judge ended up he had a re-sentence. He ended up re-sentencing the cop. Let's see, 5 years. 5 years for manslaughter. I already served 23 months behind bars. It's been that long? 23 months? Wow. So Kita said, so he's going to get out soon. Yeah, he's going to get out real soon. Reverse and reduce in time served. Shaking my head. Oh my God. Man, this is some ass. Are you serious? Are you serious? I might have to still end up doing another video about this in the morning for my morning live. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah, so in the morning, I'm gonna do a morning live about this. It'll probably be a short one. I'll probably do like a 15-minute live before I go to work. Let me finish seeing what this talking about. Okay, so it says he's already been behind bars for 29 months, and that'll make him to be able to come up for early release in conditions, something like that, girl. Upon good behavior, I guess in conditions of good behavior, as soon as June of 2022. What? Man, are you kidding me? So Derek Chauvin will be able to come up for the board for release June of 2022. So currently we're at the end of October. 8 more months. So, okay, so here it says he's already served 29 months. So 29 plus 8 is 37. So you mean to tell me all he did was 3 years? 3 years? I'm feeling like Nino Brown in the courtroom. All he get is 3 years? 3 years? He was like, I should have took you out myself. Man, ain't this better, bitch? Boy. And they always talking about justice. Boy, when we be out here, boy, it's just us. Who said that? What's that? He said he went down to march to try to get justice, and he went down there and it was just us. It was just us. Man, that is some straight BS. I'm telling you. It seemed like there is no justice. Like, that's why when people be marching, that's why they chant that. No justice, no peace. As long as there's no justice, it ain't gonna be no peace. But let me tell you this. Whenever it comes to no justice, no peace, we don't need to have confusion amongst each other. The no justice, no peace is supposed to be against them, not against us. Man. Kita said, I'm surprised they didn't get him while he was in jail. Girl, you know, he was under close surveillance. They probably had him in his own little room. It was probably a cute room, too. It probably had a window in it. He probably got to eat fast food in there. So, yeah, whoever just entered the chat, they ended up, welcome to the chat, first of all. But, yeah, they ended up overturning Derek Chauvin case. So let me scroll down here so you can see. Oh yeah, so the Minneapolis police has murder conviction reversed and the sentence reduced, and it draws concern as Derek Chauvin seeks to file. So I guess what they're saying on here is that he already ended up filing an appeal So I guess from the appeal that he filed, they just went back and they reconsidered everything and overturned it. So there's a big possible chance that he'll probably be coming up for release June of 2022. That's 8 months from now. So would have made Derek Chauvin, who was sentenced because he took the life of George Floyd back, I think that was Memorial Day of 2020, in front of that store, and he put his knee on his neck until he could not breathe. So yeah, he served a total amount of time of 3 years and 30 days. So that's justice for ya. Ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America? Mm-mm-mm. It really is America. Most definitely, I'm going live about this in the morning. Let me check and see is anything else breaking. Now you see why it's good to check and see what's going on. Because if you don't look, even if you guys don't like to watch the news, at least go and look up some articles. It'll let you know the big things that's going on that you most likely need to hear about. You don't have to see it on the news. You can read it and you can interpret it in, or you just come on over here to Katie Talk. I'll reinterpret it for you. You know, I may not be the best reader in the world, but you know what I be trying to say. No, I'm just playing. Let's see. I'm surprised that they didn't get them. Yeah, let's see. Okay, Louisiana deputy sheriff reportedly slammed a black woman head in the ground. God, and he has history of excess force. Oh, I don't even want to read that. So it looked like in here that all they do is race bait. All the stuff I see. Let's see. Queen Latifah's on-screen girlfriend. I set it off with the actress and mom. Girl, did this woman die? This Cleo girlfriend from Set It Off, it looked like she passed away. No. Not Ursula. Y'all remember Ursula from Set It Off? Hold on. Queen Latifah, on-screen girlfriend, I Set It Off, has a legendary 70s actress mom. Okay, none of us knew the actress' name, but anyone who from Set It Off remembers her face. Her name is Samantha, and she played Cleo's girlfriend is Queen Latifah, the girlfriend, so she never said anything. Her name was Ursula. In the film in 1996.
It can too.
I don't know what this is. Hold on.
Waistband and adaptive 360
okay, get
fit,
that off.
so they can move the way they were born to. Campers, cruisers.
Okay, get that off. Get out of here. All right, so yeah, it looks like Ursula. Let me read it because I don't want to jump the gun and say anything. Okay, Coco. You're right. Or when he gets out. Let's see. I ain't wishing nothing bad on nobody, but there's still time. God, that's why I love my chat. She said, I ain't wishing nothing bad. Girl. Now that sounds like somebody from down south would say. Like, I ain't wishing nothing bad on you, but I hope a piano fall on your damn head. Oh my God, y'all are something else. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Okay, so Queen Latifah, she never talked, so she was muted. When that movie, you guys know, it came out in 1996. Remember how Queen Latifah had everyone talking when her and Eve, lookalike girlfriend, was giving her a sexy lap dance slash tease dance. Cleo and her girlfriend robbed the bank. Cleo had tricked out her car and brought Ursula some new lingerie. And after they convincing romance, the question circulated about Queen Latifah's sexuality and Ursula, the actress. Oh my God, so don't tell me they having an affair. Girl, this tea is piping hot. Y'all pour up y'all some tea and get y'all some popcorn, girl. It's about to get steamy. Okay, Coco from the chat, she ended up saying, girl, I want the whole piano to fall on him. Yes, yes. and I'm from the South. I thought you was from the South saying what you just said. I said that sounds like somebody from the South would say that. That sounds like some Southern stuff. I don't wish nothing bad on you, but it's still time. Girl, you play too much. I knew you was from the South. I knew it. See, I know a Southerner. And I could just picture you saying it, even though I'm sitting here reading you typing it in the chat. I can picture you saying it while we just sitting back chilling with us a little wine and we just sitting up, just kick back. Girl. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, so it says the Eve lookalike girlfriend gave her a sexy little tease. The girls ended up robbing the bank. They was talking about how Cleo had tricked out their ride. She was up in that 6-4 like, up, get it, up. She was like, what they gonna say now? What them niggas gonna say now? Yes. Then her girlfriend was just sitting there dancing with the lingerie, and she was all on top of the 6-4 with them days on it. And she had those switches hitting up and down. I was like, yes. The 90s were so freaking cool. I swear. That lady didn't talk the whole movie. Yeah, they call her the mute girlfriend. Look right here. It say the mute girlfriend, Ursula. Hey, people come up to her and speak. Hey, Ursula. She just wave her head from side to side. Like, what's up? Y'all know I ain't making much in this movie, so I'm just here. I ain't saying nothing, though. I'm just for show. Keita said, Coco, let's see. My mom said stuff like that. Why does that always scare me? LOL. Like you putting roots on me. I swear. I swear. It be feeling like somebody to sit up and just put voodoo on you in your face. Like, bitch, you didn't even go behind my back to put no voodoo. You told me what you was gonna do. Like, oh my God. So let me see. It's just about to say that Cleo is dating Ursula. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me stop reading the chat and read this. Okay, so they ended up robbing. She tricked out the car. Okay, so people started, it was rumors being circulated and people started questioning Queen Latifah's sexuality and the Ursula actress whereabouts, since no one had pretty much seen her since. So they're saying in here that no one has seen Ursula since Set It Off, and that was in 1996. So it says after watching Set It Off again recently for what seems like my 100th time. Okay, not really the 100th time, but the number of times are really high up there. Quote unquote. And it said, we decided to do a little bit of research on Samantha. So that's her real name, Samantha. And what they ended up finding out is all of these years had gone by and we never knew that this well-known actress from the 60s and 70s beyond is her mother. Oh, wow. So they're saying, who is her mother? Okay. If you watch you're in avid Good Times, the Star Trek fan, you probably remember her mother role as well. Are they talking about Rolona? Are they talking about Rolona? Okay, the Set It Off mute mother is none other than Janet McLaughlin. Remember her? She was the actress who played Florida. Okay, Florida. So Florida is her mother. Oh, wow. And as you guys know, Florida was really, really popular in a lot of those really like old 60s movies, like them pimp movies and stuff. She used to play a whole lot of roles in movies like that. So in here, they're just saying that that's her mother. I almost was thinking they said that she didn't left Earth. I was like, hold on, let me read this. I know this woman ain't died. Because, I haven't heard from her. Like they said, we haven't heard from her since Set It Off. And then, reported it. T-Boz exposed her dad. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, let me finish reading this because I see that this little article right here, it says something about T-Boz exposed her dad and her stepmom for horrible things that they reportedly did to her. So I'm most definitely finna get off into that story. So basically all they're saying is that girl that looked like Eve from Set It Off back in 1996, her mother is Rolona. So that's basically all they said. So her mama is Rolona. Oh, I never knew that. I've been so embarrassed all my life, really. That seems classic. And who would ever have thought that that little girl would end up to be Cleo's girlfriend on Set It Off for 20 plus years later? Oh wow, that's insane. So, breaking news. Well, it's breaking news for me because I didn't know it. Okay, so this is a clip from Good Times, but I'm not gonna play that due to some copyright issues that could occur, so I'm not gonna play that. Okay. Okay, so it says that Janet started in the role in early I Spy. Okay, so yeah, they're just talking about her mother and some roles that she played. Now let's get off into this juicy tea that it looks like T-Boz is talking about. Now I don't know if you guys probably already heard this tea, so it's probably stale tea to some, but it's new tea to me. New tea to me. New tea to me. Okay. Okay, so it looks like T-Boz has exposed her stepmom. Also, this is stepmom. You know, stepmoms is something else. Okay, so this is breaking news, you guys. So this is dated October the 21st. Let me see. I might need to go live. Am I live on? I'm not live on Facebook. Oh, I need to go live on Facebook because this is some breaking news. Yes, most definitely. Let me go live on Facebook about this. Okay, breaking news. T-Boz exposed. Ooh, we see. That's why I like to check. I like to check. I try to check these blog pages at least every hour, every other hour. Sometimes if you go every other hour, you can miss some stuff. So yes. Let me get off into this story. Look, I'm all on Facebook liking people's stuff. But yeah, I just love to see when my Facebook friends do stuff like buy houses, get married, you have a child. I'm sorry, I will stop what I'm doing and like it. That's just me. That's just me. Okay, so yeah, this is insane. This is insane. Let me see. Girl. Okay. So let me do this. Ooh. Oh no, I don't need to go live on there, girl. So yeah, T-Boz, she ended up exposing her dad and her stepmom for the horrible things that they reportedly did. And okay, that's 107. All right, so this goes on to say, it looks like this article comes from Love LD School Music. Okay. I never heard of them, but this is what they reported. And they reported this on yesterday. I think today the 26th. So yeah, this came out yesterday. So it says that the TLC member T-Boz releasing a book that was titled A Sick Life. TLC in me stories from on and off the stage. And in this book, she ended up talking about the hardships that she faced throughout her life, including her health and her life-threatening illness, sickle cell anemia, as well as the horrible things that she said her pops did to her. I also exposed her dad's past girlfriend and his current wife for reportedly dogging her. So yeah. So hold on, let me see what else to say. So her claims about her father in a previous interview with the Breakfast Club, T-Boz, she goes into details about her pops. Her father allegedly dogged her on Christmas And she would sit by the window crying. On one Christmas in particular, T-Boz said that her dad lied and told her that he was coming. Oh, everybody daddy did that. Girl, I'm thinking you finna say something. Let me finish reading though. But everybody daddy did that, baby. This come on now. She hold on. Not that it's right. I'm not saying that it's right because everybody there did that. But let me see. The phone call. Gotta go see y'all next time. Okay, bye, Coco. I will see you later, Coco. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. So at the time of the interview in 2017, she ended up revealing that her dad had never met her child. Oh wow. So she said that her dad never met her child. And then she went on to say that at a TLC concert, her dad showed up and fronted for the cameras, pretending to be a great grandfather to her daughter. Chase, she's now 21. So T-Boz's daughter is now 21 years old. This is what T-Boz ended up saying. That was a bold-faced lie. So basically she's saying he was supposed to show up. He didn't. Let me see what else they're saying. Okay. She did a show. He was fronting for the cameras, basically just lying, saying he a good dad, and he really not. A lot of dads do that. Okay, let's go on. I'm trying to get to the juicy part because I don't see where the juicy part is. But I'll see you later. Oh yes, see you later, girl. I will see you the next show. But I'm thinking, okay, it got to be more to this story. But let me finish reading because so far she's saying her daddy didn't show up. That's happened to all of us. I'm not saying that it's right, but it's something that happens, especially after the parents get a divorce. Sometimes the dad will lie. Okay, that he showed up acting like he a perfect parent. Deadbeat parent. That we Facebook dads on TV all day, every day. We see Facebook dads, you just see them pick up the baby and, act like they're the best father in the world just from a Facebook picture. Okay, so she goes on to say that on Chase, if you ever need to talk, he don't call Chase. He never even met Chance. Okay, so he never even met his own grandson. So this is her son, and he is 2 years old. A 2-year-old. Oh wow. Okay, so it went on to say T-Boz's dad allowed his girlfriends to mentally and physically abuse her. Now that's wrong. When she was as young as 7, 8, and 6. And then it says one of his dad's wives tried to throw me in a bath of hot water, in a bathtub full of hot water. Oh wow. And then she went on to say that she said that her dad's then girlfriend would slap her hand out of the own father's hand. Oh, so like when her and her father be walking holding hands, she'll slap her hand up out of his hand. The daddy should have checked her. He was supposed to check that. So yeah, it do sound like they dog her out. It sounds like they dog her out. So she would slap the hands out of her hands whenever T-Boz would hold her dad's hand as a child. She also ended up revealing that the girlfriend used to blackmail her and slap her food off the table when her dad was not looking. Through all of that, T-Boz revealed that her dad would say anything in her defense. What kind of dad is he? Yeah, he is a piece of crap of a person. And you know what? I don't believe T-Boz would sit up here and lie on her dad like that. According to T-Boz, her pops also ended up marrying a woman that she says tried to sleep with 2 of her boyfriends. Hold on, let me read that again. Yeah, that's sad. Welcome to the chat, whoever just entered. We're talking about T-Boz's dad and his wives. His wife her out, slap her food on the table when her daddy wasn't looking, and her daddy let the woman do it. And this happens a lot. We hear a lot of stories about females allowing their boyfriends to abuse the kids after they break up with the baby father. And we hear about these stories on both sides. It don't just happen with men. It's women out here doing it too. So it's going on to say something else. Okay. So let's see. T-Bob's girlfriend. According to I already read that. Okay, so here we go. Okay. T-Boss claims about the dad's current wife. Okay, so here's that. And I'm gonna make sure I read this slow so we don't misinterpret none. Because I'll probably end up reading it and taking it another way, but it really don't be like that. And I'll be like, oh girl, that really happened. Like you guys know how it go when you gossip. But here we go. So according to T-Boz, her pops also marrying a woman. She says that has tried to sleep with her boyfriends and her ex-husband, assuming that she's referring to her ex-husband, Mac 10. Girl, shut up. So, you mean to tell me that T-Bob's daddy wife was trying to, like, she slept with Mac 10. Oh, T-Bob's daddy wife messed around with Mac 10. So Mac 10 had an affair on his wife with her mother-in-law. Girl, this is a mess. Oh, wow. Wow. That's what I said. Kid, it seems like we always say wow at the same time. That is so sad. Girl, this is insane. This is insane. Girl, I'm gonna have to show enough clip this out. So it started at 107 and it ended at 116 mark. Okay, most definitely. So you guys, I'm gonna go and clip a few things out of this. Most definitely. Oh my God. Girl. Oh my goodness. Girl, this is crazy. Now that is tea. That is whole tea right there. Girl, yeah, let me go and clip this out. But yes, I thank you all. Thank you so much, Keita. Thank you to whoever out there watching in the bushes. But you guys make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. I'm almost at 1,400. Thank you and shout out and much love to all of my new subs. Thank you for the sub, the like. Thank you for everything, most definitely. And I will be back with another one. And what I'm probably gonna do is, I'm just gonna like go through and clip it, and then I'm gonna post it as a premiere. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna post it as a premiere and just end up going live about it. I'm probably not gonna wait until the morning. It'll probably be sometime tonight. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. And as always, much, much love. And sign